Yo guys, so today we're going to be talking about wholesale automation. What is it? How does it work? Is it going to be beneficial to you? Maybe, maybe not. So let's go ahead, let's break it down.
What's up guys, this is Roughneck Actual and you have reached the Roughneck's Ecom channel. If you want to learn how to make money online or offline, then you need to be right here. I'm a 7-figure Amazon seller. I'm also an honorably discharged Air Force veteran. Graduated from Penn State and started a career as a software engineer and leveraged that to build my businesses. If you guys have any questions on how to make money, you're gonna find all your answers right here, so stay tuned.
All right guys, yo, welcome back to the channel. It's good to see you, Roughnecks, good to see you. So we're gonna be talking about what is wholesale FBA automation, okay? So number one, FBA is fulfillment by Amazon. That means you're sending inventory into Amazon. Amazon's going to pick it, they're going to pack it, they're going to ship it out to your customer on your behalf. Okay, that's what most people think of when they think of Amazon. You know, they think of prime shipping, the packages are coming directly from Amazon. What is wholesale? Wholesale means, you know, you were starting up a business to where you were going to get items in bulk generally. Not always, but generally you're gonna be buying items in bulk so you can get a better deal. Okay, you're gonna be working with wholesale distributors in order to make that happen. Now, why would you want to do this in conjunction with FBA? Well, it's cheaper to buy those items in bulk, and then you're using Amazon's fulfillment channel. Okay, so wholesale, FBA, that's what it is. Now, there's different variations of it. It's not like you have to buy everything in bulk, and sometimes you're not necessarily going to be using Amazon's fulfillment channel 100% right off the rip. So there's gonna be a couple things between the steps from where you get it from the distributor to Amazon, and we're gonna talk about those so that way you kind of understand the process of what wholesale FBA automation is and how it's gonna be able to help you. All right, guys, let's go. All right, guys, so how does wholesale FBA automation actually work? So now you know what it is, but how does it work behind the scenes? So what's gonna happen is me and my team are gonna be doing everything for you the same way as we would with a drop shipping setup. So with wholesale, it's a little bit different though. Okay, so the items aren't going to be coming piecemeal. They're not going to be getting placed, you know, on a nightly basis. They'll probably be getting placed, every few days. But that's kind of far advanced. So let's talk about the very, basic, premise of it. So with wholesale FBA automation, me and my team are going to be doing all the product research for you. So at first, you're going to have an LLC and an EIN because this isn't going to work without those two things because you have to get contracts set up with the distributor. Okay. So what's going to happen is once you've done that, we're going to be able to start the product research, right? Once we get that product research done, we're going to be able to put those orders in with the suppliers on hand, okay, with the distributors. Those items are going to come to the warehouse, all right? The warehouse workers are going to, pick them up, they're going to pack them, they're going to put the labels on them, and then they're going to ship them to Amazon on your behalf. Once they get to Amazon, Amazon does all the rest. They pick, pack, and then ship out. So you get prime shipping. Now, the reason why this is probably the best way to do it if you're risk averse is because you're using Amazon supply chain. Now, granted, you're also using the logistics pipeline, for the distributor and the warehouse that we have. But with Amazon, they're taking responsibility for all of the customer service, all of the returns and things of that nature. So there's really not a lot that can happen between there unless Amazon messes up. Now, Amazon does mess up sometimes, but not near as much as, let's say like a supplier on a drop shipping route. Okay, so that's not to say that drop shipping is absolutely terrible because there are benefits to it, and we're going to talk about those in the next segment. But when it comes to wholesale FBA automation, this is what it is. It's essentially us doing all the intermediary work so that way we can get those items from the distributor and then from the distributor to Amazon, and then Amazon can sell them on your behalf. So there's a few things in between that you're going to have to do. Like I said, you're going to need to set up an EIN, have an LLC, and you're going to need to get a reseller certificate, which is typically what we get in the dropshipping world is known as a tax exemption certificate. But a reseller certificate is the same exact thing. You're going to be getting that with the state that you have set up your LLC, with, or you can get all of them, all the ones that require it, all the states that do require it, which I recommend just having on hand because you never know. But that's for another day anyway. But that's how this absolutely works out. So it seems simplistic, but on the back end it's kind of difficult. But that's where we come in. So that way you don't have to worry about figuring out the distribution network, figuring out how to pick things, list it, get all the labels on and such. And for that we obviously get paid, and then there's a profit split and all that stuff. But let's go ahead and forget all that crap, because that's if you're going with us. If you're not going with us, everyone else has their own thing to do, so I can't speak for them. So now let's talk about the benefits of it versus something else, like maybe drop shipping or whatever. All right, let's go. All right, guys, so what are the benefits of wholesale automation versus drop shipping or some other method? So with wholesale, like we were talking about a little bit earlier, the propensity for getting suspended is a little on the low side. I mean, you can still get suspended doing anything on Amazon, whether it's private label, drop shipping, wholesale, FBA, doesn't necessarily matter. You can still get suspended, period, in the discussion. But the propensity is much lower, right? Because Amazon's doing all the hard work for you. They're doing all the picking, the packing, the listing, they're doing all the hard work. So therefore, since there's not a lot of suppliers involved as far as like shipping out things on a daily basis, like with drop shipping, you don't have to worry about a supplier being out of stock. You don't have to worry about a supplier not shipping anything or giving you improper tracking information. So since you don't have to worry about those things, your metrics generally aren't going to tank the same way that drop shipping automation would have your metrics tank. So, and in turn, you'll be able to keep the buy box more readily, so you'll be able to sell more, especially since everything's there with Amazon doing FBA, right? So fulfillment by Amazon all over again. Now, why would you not want to do this? Well, it takes a while, okay? Where drop shipping does have its benefits, and I'm a drop ship all the things type of guy. It's quick, it's easy, it's dirty. Like, you have the potential to make a lot more money quicker when you're drop shipping. With wholesale, it takes a little while. Sometimes it'll take 6 to 8 weeks for your items to get, from the distribution network to Amazon, checked in, the whole nine. Other times it'll only take a few days, but then there's other times it's gonna take, a month and a half, 2 months. It's really just, can you stomach having that capital out for the time versus drop shipping where the capital is going out that day, right? When it comes to wholesale, you're buying that ahead of schedule. You're essentially spending thousands of dollars up front in order to make that work. It's not always fun, and a lot of people don't have the patience to make wholesale work, and that's why it's probably not good for people who really want to get something done quickly. That's why drop shipping is better for them, because we can spin up a store, we can get things moving, and they're seeing activity on a daily basis. Whereas with wholesale automation, you'll probably be seeing sales on a daily basis, but you're not going to be seeing a ton of activity on a daily basis. And the activity being, getting new listings up, placing orders, and all that. So, if people who are more worried and just need to be in the mix and they need to see things happening, drop shipping is going to be for them. Whereas with wholesale, that's not. People who want to have a more or less risk-averse business, who are kind of like a set it and forget it, then wholesale is going to be for them. And that's what I would recommend for those people, just because the margins are a little bit higher, and it assuages their fear of losing money, number one, and having things go wrong. Where with wholesale, there's not a lot of things that can go wrong unless a supplier in the distribution network can't ship something out, they can't fulfill it. But even then, it doesn't necessarily matter, because they're just going to cancel that invoice and you're not going to get charged for it anyway. So yeah, I just don't see why more people wouldn't do it if they're a little bit more risk averse, considering drop shipping does carry more risk, but there's a higher reward with drop shipping as far as scaling goes in a quicker manner. So if you guys have any questions, make sure you let me know in the comments below. Ask me whatever. If you guys are interested in automation, please reach out, so that way I can help you, or a member of my team can help you. We can talk about it, because you guys need to be able to make informed decisions. And if you don't make an informed decision, you could potentially be throwing away your money. And a lot of these people are charging $45,000, $50,000, letting your account sit for 6 to 8 months, not touch it at all, or not get it spun up whatsoever, and you don't know what's going on because you didn't have the proper information to begin with. So, that's why I make these videos, so you guys can understand what's going on, and then you can make the best decision for you. All right, so be safe, be smart. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.